Hello, welcome to the TV room. This may not come as a surprise to many of you, probably many, any, all, none. But you know what? I have a clutter problem. And how things sort of, like this table is supposed to be the soldering table, it's supposed to be empty, it's supposed to be accessible. And, there's in front of me, there's two soldering irons and solder and stuff, but other things infiltrate my space. And I'm not good. Like, really, every time I come in here to do something or a video on something, the table should essentially be empty except for what I'm going to work on and what I need to work on it, and other things like, wait for it, VHS tapes that I don't know what they are. I mean, I've been investigating, but I haven't done this for a while. But I need to investigate further. What does this one say if it does? Secret of Life, Twins, Loch Ness Monster. Yay. Anyway, those things do not need to be here. This is not a bad thing. It can help. This is deoxit. But anyway, what I have to do, as my high school teacher, who was a computer nerd fellow and into all kinds of things, he was endlessly saying, I gotta get organized. His name's Gordon Mahaffey, and he is a character. He still is, thankfully, a character. He's been retired a long time, but a character he is. He was the one who, and I've told this story before, when we got this printer terminal that we could use in the computer room, that instead of going on and doing things on a screen thing, we got this basically big printer with a keyboard and such, and we could go on and you could get printouts right away and stuff. But anyway, but it needed paper. And of course, the Board of Education said, oh, no, we're not giving you paper. So it's kind of like, yeah, we've given you the gray thing. It's kind of like saying, yeah, we're going to put a pool in, but we're not giving you chlorine. We're not giving you water. We're not giving you a lifeguard. Anyway, he was the one who came up with the idea that everybody in both of his, or maybe it was three of his classes, should write what we called paper programs, and that was the thing where you'd have your punch cards, yes, punch cards, and they would get read, and there would be a little program, and all the little program would do would pump out 10 pieces of paper, and then go on to the next one. So he had a stack of cards, probably 3 or 4 inches thick, of all these paper programs. And maybe every week or so, I don't know, depending when the paper was getting low, he'd run the paper programs all at once. And then we'd get this humongous stack of paper back on the board, and he would, of course, just put it in the printer upside down, and it was just dandy. And it's funny, they should have been able to very quickly figure out, aha, we see what you're doing, don't do that. But they never did. Anyway, so yes, I strive, like Gordon Mahaffey, to get organized. And of course, there's all kinds of stuff I have here that, I've just got to put things where they need to be. Like here's a bottle of Visine. Doesn't need to be here. Here, oh, this is a great thing. I've kind of stopped playing Call of Duty recently. I kind of had a shock to my system, and it wasn't. Kind of reminded me of a story Al Waxman told. He came to Northern Secondary School years ago about how he quit smoking, and it wasn't a conscious thought. Um, they had a baby, and there were complications and things and stuff, and he was hanging around the hospital and doing all kinds of things for 3 or 4, 5 days. I don't know how long it was. And he just, out of the blue, realized, hey, I haven't smoked in all the midst of this. And then you decide, well, I got over it. All this, that's good anyway. But so I've kind of had another um, shock to the system, and I just didn't play for a few days, and I just haven't gone back to it. Now, will I go back to it? Maybe. But here's the thing. In order for me to record Call of Duty, I need one of these. And what does this do? Well, it goes in the iPhone, and then let's get the iPhone I have does, and most of them don't have an earphone jack anymore, but it gives you one, so I can hear what's going on, but I can also record. Because if you set the thing to record, and then you're playing, you don't get to hear the sound unless you have one of these. Of course, what else do I have here? These are things I ordered online that were supposed to be good. Ta-da! They look much the same, except they're blue. Well, the funny thing is they're not the same. Although they look the same, they are, and this one's coming apart. I don't know why. Um, they're little Bluetooth weasels. And do they do the same thing? Do they work the same way? No, they don't. They absolutely don't. So really, I suppose at some point they'll be handy for something. But right now, they don't need to be sitting here on the desk. So I have kind of a side table here. And of course, it looks like many side tables with computer things. Looky, anybody know what that is? Anyway, things that are at times helpful, but not so much anymore. But still, I have a drawer. Oh, look, here. This is pretty cool. I press the button, I put my finger in, and it'll tell me my heart rate and my oxygen level. So I'm at, now I wonder, I try this once in a while. Makes no difference. Still says 98. Although maybe my heart rate dropped a little bit. Apparently, they make things like this now to do all kinds of other things. Anyway, so there's good things in the drawer. And there needs to be more things. Like these pliers. I need these. I need them to be handy, so I'm going to put them in this bucket here of things that I need that need to be here. I've been dealing with, I had a biopsy, and from what they can tell, everything's okay, but then I've had these special band-aids, and I also got this other stuff that is extra stuff to put over the band-aids to make sure that things stay waterproof. That is the plan. Now, do they need to be here? No. Are they on this table? Yes. They don't need to be here. So, once again, I need to get the clutter away. Yeah. Oh, here's a special thing. Look. Gives you 6 outlets from 2. Is this handy? Yes. Do I need it? Yes. Do I need it right here? No. So of course, then I look into the drawer here, and it's already mighty full, but I think I can squeeze it in. And I can. And look, it's a Sharpie. Is that handy? Yes, it could be. It can go in the bucket of things that are handy. What is this? Nintendo Switch Sports. It's a box. Does it need to be here? No. That can go into the recycling. Here is a thumb drive. What's on the thumb drive? I don't know. So, well, you know what? For the moment, I'll stick it in this junk drawer. I will investigate. Now here, ooh, that's kind of sharp. Here are some dollar store reading glasses. Do they work? Yes. It's funny because, like prescription glasses, reading glasses, are really nothing more than little magnifiers. They're not. So I go to Dollar M, and I think these are $1.50. And they do pretty well, and they hold together pretty well. Are they the most comfortable? Are they the most stylish? Perhaps not. But I do need them at times. So I will put them in the bucket. Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff that's here that doesn't need to be here. Like, I've always thought it would be great. Oh, look. Here's a little Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and it's charged up. I like these. They're handy. Because phone things sometimes aren't enough. Although, it's funny, I like connecting them. But there are times when I'm doing this, that I would really like things to be louder. Like not long ago, I had a horrible, nasty, miserable cold or something or other going on, and I could barely hear. So it's nice to be able to take one of these and make, like when I'm talking to people on the phone, make it louder. But a lot of these things have a microphone in them, and the microphone is crap. So anyway, I was on a Zoom thing the other day, and my video wouldn't work on the computer. I was like, well, that's not good. So I ended up having the audio on the computer with a Bluetooth speaker connected so I could hear it, and then using my phone to do the video, but not the audio. So basically, I had the computer like here, do it, and then I had the speaker so I could hear, and then I had the phone on a little tripod thing, the same tripod I'm using right now to record this. And so I basically had two things up in the Zoom meeting. One of them was actually me, and the other one was doing the sound. And that's all very innovative and wonderful. And I don't know why the thing wouldn't work. But anyway, I got it sorted out. I did. Clutter, clutter, clutter. Anyway, I need to get organized. So I need to methodically go through the table. Solder. That is a good thing. Needs to be on the soldering table. Here. Oh, good. Now when I pull things, this is a desoldering iron. I'm quite fond of it. But once again, why am I having trouble getting access to it? Because of Clutter. So here is a soldering iron. And of course the wires, oh that's not too bad, are under other things. So that needs to be on the soldering table. A Sharpie. That's not a bad thing. Do I need a bunch of them here? Probably not. There's the deoxit. If I put that up here, it's probably going to fall. Don't want that to fall. So, by the way, deoxit is a great thing. I have an old iPhone that I use, and once in a while, it doesn't want to charge, which is annoying. You have to kind of flip the wire and do things, and I'm not sure what it is at all. But there is micro corrosion, and that deoxit helps if you have something where there is micro corrosion, because we don't have a whole lot of juice going through these things. Micro corrosion is the enemy. Anyway, it's a good thing. There are other things like it, but micro corrosion. Now here's a cool thing. I like it. This was my grandfather's. It's a yardstick. Oh yes, I'm in Canada. Don't arrest me. It's 36 inches long, and it folds up to the size of essentially 9 inches, such that you could, if you felt like it, stick it in your shirt pocket and be ready to measure things. Do I need it right here? I do not. I will put it in the drawer. Here are some 555 chips. Do I need them? Yes, I do, because I've had trouble with these pens. Here are some little capacitors. Do I need them? Yes, I do. Oh, and another couple of 555 chips. Yes, I'll put them in this little bucket. Now here's something I haven't used, but Rudy tells me is a good thing. It's Super Wick number 425 fine braid. This helps get the last remnants of solder out of a thing if you're desoldering something, because sometimes, indeed, you go to pull something out and you can do damage if you haven't got every little thing just so. Now here, what's this? This is a battery charger for a phone. It's a lovely thing. And it always, whenever I go on TV and movie things, I always take a charger or two or something, like a battery, basically. It's a battery. Sorry, don't take a charger because you can't rely on them having plugs. And they can get kind of irked if everyone's there, I gotta charge my phone. So I take these things. Now, is it charged? Maybe. Is it not? I don't know. I will plug it in and I will see. Here, now here's another thing. Another Bluetooth speaker. Is it a good thing? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Is it handy? Yes. Do I have too many of them? Of course. Um, but does it need to be on this table? It does not. It does not. So I'm going, you know what? I've always had this grand plan of having like a charging place where I have all kinds of chargers and where things can just be and like lined up so I know where they are and everything is great. I must work on this. Like it's kind of happened here. There's a lot of things on this table that I could charge. By the way, these are my favorite reading glasses. They are ones that I found amongst my dad's stuff. I don't know if he used them, but certainly he needed reading glasses. And the thing I also like is the lenses fold down, so you can have them on and keep them on, but not have you don't take them on and off. Or you can do one or the other, and they are not overly powerful, but like I'd say, like if I look at Rudy there, he's a little out of focus. If I go a little closer, we're good. But if I take them off here, he's a bit out of focus. Anyway, they're good. These ones I do want to keep around here. I do. Will they go into this endless bucket? I just don't know. Maybe I should move the bucket so it's not sitting on top of a pet that it might fall off, and then that causes a whole other round of trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Anyway, clutter is the enemy. Another thing, of course, and I talked about this recently, I don't do well when I do stupid things. Like with these pets and trying to fix them, I did a stupid thing. I took, hey, well, this one's working. Let's put a bad capacitor in it and see what happens. This was not smart. And I just, it boggles me that I even did it. So, and then, of course, boom, I'm like, oh, did something stupid, can't carry on. Not good. I must get on with it. Anyway, meanwhile, Rudy's video is playing here. So, what is this thing? Oh, it's another charger. Ah, but this is a better, handier charger. Look, I can put this in my car as well as plug it in to an outlet. Not at the same time, of course. But this is handy. This is good. Is it plugged into anything at this moment? No. Will I put it in the drawer? Yes. I shall. Oh, here's another. This is another battery pack thing. It's a bigger, thicker power bank, it says. And it too is a good thing to take. Not it's not a bad thing you just take it on the road, because say you're driving and somehow your phone gets left open or on and you think it's closed but it's not. You can be like, oh, hang on, and now will you have a charger in the car? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, but with this kind of thing, you can even plug it in. Like say you're going around the zoo or going around the fair or going around somewhere, you can plug into it, stick it in your pocket, stick it in the so you know the phone is charging. Once again, another cool thing. Indeedy. Ah, here's a beautiful thing. Is it helpful? Yes. I have old iPads, and somewhere I have some old iPhones that actually use this plug still. So I keep this here for just such occasions. Where should it be? It should be at the charging place where everything gets charged, which doesn't exist yet, but it will. So I'll toss that into the drawer. Oh, look. Did I set that one down? It's another charging thing. Maybe it's the same one I just set down. I don't know. You know what? Because I think it's charged, but there's no way to really tell if it's charged. I'll put that in the drawer. But I'm going to set up this charging thing. Now here is something that doesn't need to be here. Oh, good. Wires, wires, and cords. Yes, won't it be great when everything is wireless? For those of you who've been watching my when I got the printer, you'll find out that not everything works. This is a typical microphone plug. Been around for a long time. And I gotta remember, what did this come with, kiddo? It came with something. It has a typical microphone jack, which is that handy with phones? No, not really. Um, but in the other room where I haven't filmed for a while, but I really need to get back to it, I have a microphone that's set up as kind of in the corner, like here, to make you think that I'm using a microphone, but I'm not. Or I'm sorry, I am using a microphone, but not this one. Oh my. Oh my. I don't think there's any room in there. I just don't think so. And this is kind of a big thing. Maybe I can squeeze it in here and still have it closed. Yeah, it seems I can. It seems I can. Oh, what's this? It's another charger. So, another charging cube. This one has 2 outlets, which is handy. Does it? And it would have kind of the same battery charger. Um, what else? Battery charger and Bluetooth thing. Now this is a funky thing. Oh, but it's yeah. Oh, is this another funky thing? It is. Let's see. Do I have an extra USB thing here? I'm going to unplug the mouse adapter thing. Unplug this in. This too is a charger thing. And it came with extra tips. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, ooh, it's colorful and it like the light flashes. So it has, oh, this one does have an end on it. This is for probably the same kind of thing. I mean, USB means, yeah, it's universal, but there are different kinds of ends. But does this need to be right here, right now? No, it does not. But it can go in the drawer if it'll fit. Now, the other thing is, the other day, I knew I had dropped an end. To one of these cables, and I was like, oh, great, how am I going to find out? There. I found it while sweeping, and I will put it on the cable, and I'll jam this in here. But once again, this I need to set up, and I will show you when I do it, the charging place where I can have these things. They don't all need to be plugged in, because once something is charged, it's charged. Oh my. What is this? Oh, look. Okay, this is another cord that would charge old iPhones and old iPad things. Does it need to be here? Well, no, not right here. It really doesn't need to be. Into the drawer. Oh my. Okay. Now this is solder. It comes in a neat little roll, but it doesn't last in a roll. Things happen and it ends up in a ball. Is it helpful? Yes. Is it handy? Yes. Do I need it? Yes. Now here is something, and I don't know if I'll bother with this or not. I have tried plugging it in. Somehow the plug at the end of this got a little mangled. It is headphones. They are handy. They're dandy. But it may be that I have to at some point, if I'm going to keep them, where I can see the end is wonky. But are they worth fixing? I just don't know. So I'm going to toss them over there so they can do their thing. And I will ponder whether I just get rid of them or not. Look, it's another charger for old iPhones and iPad things. Ah, the drawer is getting full. Okay, so we're getting there. Now here's a vintage thing. In the old days, soldering irons used to be great big things, depending on what you were working on. And that is a holder for a great big old soldering iron. Now, do I have one of those? Sure, somewhere. Do I use it? No. But I'll put that in there because it is handy when doing things to not have the desk or the table burned. More reading glasses. Are they handy? Are they good? Yes. Will I put them in the bucket? Yes. Do they all need to be here? No, they don't. But they're here. Oh, I see another soldering iron that may not look too terribly encumbered. Indeed, it is not encumbered. So I'll stick that here for the moment. Aha, now here is something beautiful. These are wonderful. These are the little microphone kind of things that I use. And they're great. Now, because I found one, there is probably another. And the other magical piece of this that is absolutely essential is this. This plugs into, in my case, the iPhone, and then lets things communicate. Now, I should be recording now on here. Look, I have a microphone. It's right here. It's working. The green light is on. At least it's supposed to be working. I must admit, this time, I didn't do the testing thing. So I really hope it's working. I hate having to just stick music to videos and say, boy, that was a really great video. Here is a lanyard that I got a key that was on it. But I find that wearing these around your neck, even though they have the quick release things and all that, is really not handy. And it's more likely that, like, if I have a big set of keys, it's more likely that I will not lose a key because I know, oh yeah, I've got my keys. Whereas if I have two things with keys, that can be troublesome. Look, there's a little charging cube. And of course, it will go into the end table drawers here. Why? Because I can. Now here is some lip medication. Does it need to be here? Well, with the cold I had and other such things, yeah, it wasn't a bad thing. It was not. But does it really need to be here right now, right here? It does not. So it too can go. I'm going to also set up, you know what, medicine cabinets aren't big enough. I just have a vision of finding a great big thing that I can have. It doesn't have to have doors on it, but with lots of little short shelves where I can put things, and not very deep, because if you put them deep, then you can't find things. And being, you know, ready, so I can just say, oh yeah, and have things separated by, you know, sort of certain kinds of things, and you know. Anyway, so yes, Clutter is the enemy. Oh, look here. Here are two things. They are handy. They are also to put soldering irons on when working. And life is good. Oh, here is another charging cable. Into the drawer. The other thing, of course, I should do at some point is test the charging cables, because, you know, they're really made cheaply with skinny little thin wires that really just aren't good. And it doesn't take long before they're not working. I guess there's still a bit of a lingering cough. So what am I going to do with these? This is my backup set of microphones. Are they charged? I don't know. Right at this moment, I'm going to stick them right, all three of these things, in the drawer, so I know they're there, I know they're handy, and I know they're dandy. Anyway, so we're getting a little bit done on a little bit of cluttering. I need to get this table, like, cleared, but we're not there yet. And I've just got to, basically, in a roundabout way, a lady I worked with, she had a great expression that is, close the deal. Get it done. Finish it. You know, start it, finish it, close the deal. And I guess what I really need to do, and I always tell people, like groups that are doing things, or putting up posters, or doing other things, I said, yes, you have to, you know, get the posters up. You have to have a crew when the thing is over to deal with the aftermath. And it's funny, some of the movies and shows I've been involved with, I know that, you know, once they've done all their film, like they spend months getting ready to film, so they have everything ready. And they shoot in locations for as well, as quick a time as they can, but then things got to be put away, and things got to be put back, and things got to be returned. And so, a show might spend a year getting ready to shoot somewhere or do all their shooting for however many days they do, but then it might take them several weeks to return things and get everything all sorted and resolved. So what I really need to do is get it where I have this table clear, except for the essentials. For example, the soldering irons, soldering table, and oh wait, look at this, little sockets. These things would be handy, but I've got to have. Maybe I need a shelf. Maybe I need a something where I've got what I need, but I don't have the extra clutter. Clutter is the enemy. So this was kind of a bit of a start, but we're not there yet. No, we're not. And I do hope that even though I didn't check to see if this was recording well, that it is recording well, and that the sound is good. I'm trying to pump up my voice because I know at times I don't talk very loud because I get into things. I'm like kind of muttering away on the verge of mumbling, saying, "Oh, look at this! Yes, this is really good. Yeah, what's going on? Oh dear, the iron is hot. Whatever." Anyway, the constant quest to be better. And as my dad would say, I remember there was a minister said to him something was perfect. He said, "Oh no, nothing can be perfect because there's no room for improvement. There's always room for improvement on most everything. Maybe not on the simple paper clip, but on most everything else, there's always room for improvement." Anyway, someone is trying to call me, but I don't think I'm going to answer that. But I suppose I've said enough for now. I'll continue, and we'll test out this video, and we'll be in touch. Have a lovely, lovely day.